In the past, many houses were made of wood, but over time, industrialization, technology and forest fires were the reasons why houses were mainly built of concrete. Nearly 8% of carbon dioxide emissions are only caused by constructions made of concrete. It leaves a large carbon footprint. With wood, you could get rid of up to 75% of the footprint. The required energy to produce components for wood is half that of concrete and only 1% of steel. Of course, climate change is not a good thing, therefore experts claim that wood or timber would be better for construction. In the last few years, wood regained prominence, but it was actually a standard material for millenniums. Nowadays, many people often talk about CLT and Glulam. A CLT panel consists of several layers of lumber board stacked in alternating directions, bonded with structural adhesives, and pressed to form a solid, straight, rectangular panel. In comparison, at Glulam runs the grain of the laminations in parallel and it is commonly used for beams and columns. After these layers of wood are pressed and glued together, it becomes a very strong material. And quick installation is also a big advantage with CLT and Glulam. But are wooden buildings really stable enough? There is an example. The Horyu-ji temple in Japan. It is the oldest wooden building in existence, which was built in the 8th century. As you already know, there are always earthquakes in Japan. This is probably also the reason why around 60% of the houses are made of wood. Also, wood can be stressed more than concrete. It is said that CLT is stronger than steel but lighter than concrete. Additionally, it can still be combined with other materials. But there are also other countries interested in timber, not just Japan. Scandinavian countries, Central Europe, North America and East Asia, especially Korea, are also racking their brains about how to use it better in the future. For example, South Korea wants to build a whole wooden city, or Finland wants to convert the capital Helsinki into a city made of timber. Especially Finland consists of up to 75% of forest areas. A big problem in the past has always been fire resistance. Finland has also struggled with this, but also, for example, London in 1666, Chicago in 1871 or Tokyo in 1923. And many other large cities had to suffer from fire. But over time, there have been more and more developments in this area. Tests show how the fire in CLT partially extinguishes itself. The outer layer will char, but inside there is still unburnt wood and outer layers can always be replaced compared to steel. It is a natural protection that does not transmit heat that much. The top layer lasts a long time in a fire, around 30 to 120 minutes. In some cases, wood can withstand a fire even better than steel, because wood remains hard while steel becomes soft. Only one question remains unanswered. Will we see many wooden skyscrapers in the future? Because as we all know, the population in urban areas is increasing rapidly. In metropolitan regions, it will be mandatory to build upwards for reasons of space. Currently, there are few tall timber buildings. However, there are already projects in London, Tokyo and other places in the world to build huge buildings mainly from wood. An example of this would be the Oakwood Tower in London. It will rise 300 meters into the sky and compete with the tallest building in the city. And one thing must not be forgotten. Back then it was the same with concrete skyscrapers. Only a few at first, but who knows how many more we will see in the future. So a lot could change in the next few decades. Damit